So why are you passionate about Planned Parenthood?
I'm passionate about Planned Parenthood because without its low-cost services for STD checks and cancer screenings and breast exams, not mammograms, but like breast exams, and some that have prenatal care and safe and legal abortions, because of all their services, people are alive today.
How do you respond to people who criticize Planned Parenthood thinking that it's all abortions?
I just tried to tell them the facts. Like, clearly they just haven't even researched it a little bit, because any website will be like, no, that's only like a tiny portion of what they do. So and usually I will just look up facts for them. Like Planned Parenthood has fact sheets that we can give people, and I just kind of educate them on the topic. I get a lot of questions like, they're like, well, how can you support it even if it is do abortions, even if the abortions are a tiny percentage? And it's like, well, because if there wasn't Planned Parenthood, there'd be more abortions. And so that's worse than, and they would happen regardless of if Planned Parenthood was here or not. So.
How do you think Christians should respond to Planned Parenthood?
I think Christians should support Planned Parenthood because it saves lives, and if they really are pro-life, they'll care about the life of people that have HIV. They'll care about the lives of people who don't want to get pregnant and need birth control and condoms. And if they're really pro-life, they'll care about people who need to get cancer screenings and can't afford it anywhere else. And it's a place that saves lives. It is pro-life. Planned Parenthood is pro-life. So I think that's why they should care about it. And if women didn't have access to safe and legal abortion, they would get the same amount of women will get abortions, but they instead would harm themselves or possibly kill themselves. Before Roe v. Wade, 5,000 women died each year from unsafe abortions, and they used household products like coat hangers, bleach, anything that could kill a fetus, or remove a fetus. So, yeah, that's why it's really important.
What are your views on how Planned Parenthood is morally responsible for like lives of women and how to give people health care kind of in that aspect? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think it's morally sound to make sure people aren't dying, and to educate people on sex so that they don't go around being like, I didn't know I'd get pregnant from this, or what have you, or I didn't know I'd get AIDS. So I think it's morally sound, but also at the end of the day, like, saving lives, it would take precedent over, is it moral not to save a life? I mean, when you're, like, I think another example I have is people in hospitals when, like, a drug lord comes in and he's dying. Something happened to him, he's dying. They're not going to be like, is it morally sound to rescue him right now? No, they do their job. And so Planned Parenthood is just doing their job.
Any stats that you have?
Well, here we go. Planned Parenthood in 2014 saw 2.5 million patients. Oh, another thing is people always say, oh, well, if you defund Planned Parenthood, they can go to other places that don't offer abortions but also offer those other services. But it's been proven that the other health clinics they can't handle the amount of patients that Planned Parenthood has. They wouldn't be able to make it low cost.
If you could pitch supporting Planned Parenthood to anybody, how would you do it?
And studies show that the rate of abortion does not correlate with whether it's legal or illegal. If it was illegal, women would get the same amount of abortions. The only thing I would change is more women would die. So if you really are pro-life, look at it with, do I want more lives to die, or do I want more lives dying, or do I want less lives dying? And Planned Parenthood makes it so less people are dying. And pro-choice people do not love abortion. They're not like, yeah, abortion's so great, I get 5 a day.
I was going to ask you, how do you differentiate the two?
Yeah, I honestly don't like the labels pro-choice and pro-life. My view of the two sides are pro safe and legal abortion or pro illegal abortion, because that's really what it looks like. People just want to make sure that if women are going to make that choice, that they can do it safe and legally, and that's how the pro-choice side is. But for me, it's like not pro-abortion. People say, oh, well, the pro-abortion side, my dad said all the time, like, well, she's pro-abortion with Hillary Clinton. And I was like, no, she doesn't, she's not pro-abortion. No one's pro-abortion. It's a horrible, traumatic experience to have. Not for every woman, but for many who have that. So it's not something we just want to give. It's not like Lena Dunham was like, I wish I had one, and feminists were like, oh my gosh, how dare you. So it's like, that's not what we believe in. But we want to make sure that the woman's not dying when she gets it, or harming herself or becoming infertile. So that's kind of why I think people should support Planned Parenthood. That's how I would try to convince them.